so let's keep it short.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Great win for our guys. Really proud of them, the way they handled their business this weekend. Thought we really grew up, and we'd seen it coming the last couple weeks. I know it wasn't coming with W's, but I thought our effort at Arizona State was big. We weren't terrific at Oregon, but I thought our defense for a while was good, so we knew we were starting to turn the corner a little bit. One of the coaches said, you know, it's great when you see it hit your team, that the team becomes the most important thing over anything individual. I think early on, I sat here and I said, obviously the earlier the better with regards to your team, but you can't always control when it happens. You just work like heck to make sure that it does. And it's hit us a little bit late, but it's not too late. And I'm proud of the guys and proud of these two guys for what they stand for, number one, all that they've done, who they are, and the way they led us tonight. What a way to go out.
Trace, how much, from what you've seen from your team these last couple of games, has it been kind of what you've been waiting for, or maybe even kind of expecting?
Yeah, a little both. You know, I think over the season we've shown what we're capable of doing. We've just gotten little, you know, funks and fogs that, you know, took us out of whatever we're trying to achieve. But we knew it was there, and you know, coaches kept drilling us with everything that happened in the past. It's March. It's a whole new season, so just come together, buy in, and we can do some crazy stuff. And you know, I feel like we're finally playing with that confidence. Team shooting better collectively, more energy defensively. So we're really just, you know, believing. And, you know, now is the best time to play our best basketball.
And Kyler, how would you kind of sum up being able to get this kind of result on senior day?
I don't know what to say. It was a great game, and I think our guys really locked in since the start of the game, and our guys helped us, me and Trace, our seniors, really play well, and it's a team win.
And Kyler, could you and Trace just talk a little bit about, I know it must have been emotional before the game, and it was kind of an electric atmosphere today, just playing in your final games here, home games at Gill Coliseum. Absolutely.
I felt like we held it together pretty well at the beginning. You know, I thought I was going to be worse than I was, but, you know, I'm very competitive, and at the end of the day, we're trying to win, so it's pretty easy to just kind of, you know, get back into, you know, what's important, what to focus on, and try to get a win, and then it'll make it more fun after the game.
Coach said there was going to be some emotions, and there for sure were, but he also said you got to lock in right after the ceremony, and I think we did that, and it shows.
For both players, you guys not only won, you won it emphatically. You know, what kind of lift does that give you going into the Pac-12 tournament?
I think a big lift. You know, Cal's a tough, scrappy team. They play physical, and so it's nice to, you know, see that before the most important part of the season. So I think we were able to play fundamental. I think we did a pretty good job taking care of the ball and handling the pressure. So, you know, I think it's something to, you know, be happy about. But again, come back to work, whatever that may be, and get ready for whoever we play Wednesday.
Wayne, obviously there's still some work to do, but what was it like to share that moment with Trace when he checked out in the final minute there?
It was pretty special, and you can't ever prepare yourself. I tried to tell myself going into the pregame stuff, you know, to enjoy it and not be afraid to share emotion, but also to send the message that this may be potentially our last game in Gill with these guys, but it's not our last game with them. I'm telling you, the most emotional I got was my ride home after shoot around. My wife had sent me a text, and big, long deal, just saying how proud she was of all that we've been through to where we've gotten. But she said, don't feel sad because the days are coming to an end. Be happy for the experience that you've been able to enjoy. And it just, I think that helped me keep focused. And I know there's going to be times when, looking at it right now, that you know, the waterworks start. I mean, hell, I pulled into the parking lot, and the gal that's our attendant Usually I show her my pass, pull in, she stopped me, made me roll my window down, shook my hand and said, thanks so much for what you're doing, and started right there. I texted Lisa, the waterworks are already going. So it's neat to have all that, but the bottom line was we had to win this game. And I don't think we cheated. You know, the emotion of it all, we had a good embrace. We all shed a tear or two. But we took care of business, and I know when the time's right. Kyler knows what we think of him. Trace obviously knows what we think of him, but we'll be able to share maybe, a little bit more on what they've meant to us and what they've meant to Beaver Nation, really.
When it looked like Bradley was a primary focus of the defense tonight, he ended up shooting 2 for 10.
Hey, you know what's fun about coaching? I had no clue that we were going to play our 1-3-1 tonight. No clue. Didn't plan on it. We were going to play man. We were going to play some 2-3. And I just kind of had some quiet time. And I said, with the emotion of senior day, the emotion of all of their teammates getting us fired up to come out ready to go, I said, man, my worry is if we come out, man, and we're overhyped, we get into some early foul trouble. And I talked with the staff, how about 13? Let's go our 1-3-1. We can maybe force them to put the brakes on. Maybe we create some turnovers to get out in transition to break the ice. We ended up playing it for a large part of the game. So it's funny how you can make all these plans and all that sort of thing, and sometimes it goes out the window, but you have to have your players respond to it. And we said it to them right before the announcement, the introductions, and they were all kind of fired up. Let's come out and be the aggressor. So he was obviously the big key to get back to your question. We thought the 1-3-1 would really help contain Austin, which second half he got loose a lot, but it really put the brakes on Bradley, and we kept him at bay.
Wayne, Zach had career highs in rebounds and assists tonight. Can you just talk about the boost you got from him?
So proud of Zach. We had a quick moment before the game the other night and just said how much we're going to need him down the stretch, and he was big the other night. But at the back of that thing, it's really hard. You got to be tough to get from corner to corner, but then also to fight some of those low post guys, then to rebound. And he gets 9 rebounds. We kidded with him in the locker room that I don't think he had 6 assists in his 4 years at Wilsonville. But how about he's our playmaker tonight? 6 assists, 2 turnovers. He's just, we mentioned about Trace the other day and what we want our guys to represent because of who we are here at Oregon State. He's another one that really embodies that. He's selfless, leaves it all out there, handles his business on and off the court. And I'll say this, I won't go into depth. It's a privilege to wear this uniform here at Oregon State. It's a damn privilege. And we don't ask for a lot, but we do have a high level of standards, academically, athletically, in the community. And our guys are starting to really understand that, how important that is, what that means. And those are the guys we go to battle with. And at the end of the day, we know those are the guys we're going to win with. And he's a great representative of that. One more? Yeah.
Wayne, same question I asked the players, but you guys didn't just win. You won emphatically, put the game away. Going into postseason play, how important was that?
Yeah, and we're a little worried. I mean, we got a little sloppy there once we got up, 17, 18, and we got the guys back on page. And then but to do it defensively, too. You saw Gianni Hunt all over the place. Kyler blocking the shot late, rebounds, getting it out the floor, kind of shutting the door, I think really feeds our confidence a little bit. Now, we made sure to tell our guys to keep our feet on the ground because we had to win these 2 games because of some of the slip-ups early, but let's stay grounded and keep finding ways to improve. Kyler and I had that heart-to-heart earlier this week, sometimes big guys get a little bit bullheaded, especially with me being a big guy. And he really bought in and locked in and had his best performance, I think, as a Beaver. So if we keep that mindset to continue to find ways to get better and that confidence continues to grow, we feel like we're playing our best basketball this time of the year, which is what you want.